first of all, saying yes is like sort of a, all right, let's do it. And then there's like, then what do we do? So I
Yeah.
think that part becomes difficult because you're starting in a lot of cases, like, or in those cases for me, like really from a blank piece of paper. And when you
Nice.
are starting from a blank piece of paper, you're like, well, where does the first line go? Where does like the circle go? Like, where do you go? But once you start kind of a little bit here, a little bit there, the picture starts to come to life. So I think the step after yes being always the difficult jumping off point, but also the most exciting because you're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to get out of this? Where can we go from here?
Exactly. And that's like so exciting, that stage that everybody gets to, because it's the same with writing a book too. You start with a blank page and then you're thinking, you know what you want to write, but then you're like, okay, what now? Where do I begin? Where do I end? What do I add? How am I going to write 20,000, 30,000 words? And then if you're writing fiction, then it's like, okay, how is this story mapping to everything? And then finally, I've seen some people, even though they put in effort, they will struggle midpoint.
Yeah.
Okay, you've written the book, but what now? How do you get it out in front of the world? What do you do next? So this is interesting, Carly. I love how you put it that way, and it's so easy to relate to. So while you started your path and you started walking on this path and this journey, what do you think you found when working with different people in different domains and different sectors? What is the one thing that you feel people lack the most when it comes to growth in their careers or in their field of expertise?
Yeah. I think curiosity as adults, like it's just hard to imagine
Yes.
like learning new things, being vulnerable, being uncomfortable, making time to stretch yourself, making time to build new skills, like fill in the blank. It's just really hard. And I also, you said something in there too, which is like, you get down the path and then there's kind of the middle, which becomes difficult. So where can you have curiosity in the middle? Like, why is this
Right.
difficult? What have I learned so far? What else can I achieve? Right? I think having that type of like mindset and questioning is
Right.
important. Or even, I'm sure you've experienced this. I'd like love to hear your thoughts. Like a lot of times I think about the journeys I've been on, whether it's career change that's come with a move or the topics we're talking about like volleyball or any like a lot of ventures, but there
Yep.
people are supportive and also they'll be quick to be like, I don't know, like do you think you should do that? Like or I don't know,
Yes.
that's been done before. Fill in the blank sort of here's a reason why you may not be able to. I
Yes.
don't know, stay curious in that moment. Like, what can I no, I like yeah, I want to do this, but let me be curious about why that person said that and how can I take that and help shape and inform me and where I want to go. And I'll give an example of that. When I took the job, I was considering taking a job at Under Armour, which is out in Baltimore. That's why I live here.